A major diplomatic breakthrough has emerged from the Middle East. The United States and Iran have reached a peace agreement aimed at ending nearly 4 months of war, with both sides set to formally sign the deal this Friday, June 19th, in Geneva, Switzerland. The conflict began on February 28th, when the United States and Israel launched coordinated airstrikes across Iran. Iran responded with missile and drone strikes on Israel and U.S. allied targets in the region and closed the Strait of Hormuz, a critical global shipping route. That closure triggered a worldwide energy crisis, disrupting the flow of oil, gas, and fertilizer, and pushing prices higher around the globe. A fragile ceasefire was reached in early April, but tensions continued, with both sides trading strikes in the weeks that followed, including renewed fighting involving Iran-backed Hezbollah in Lebanon. According to officials, the new agreement is built around a draft memorandum mediated by Pakistan and Qatar. It calls for an immediate and permanent end to military operations on all fronts, including in Lebanon. Under the terms reported so far, the United States naval blockade on Iranian ports will be lifted right away, while the Strait of Hormuz is expected to fully reopen to international shipping within 30 days. Officials say further details are still contingent on the release of frozen Iranian assets. Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif announced the breakthrough, saying intensive talks led to both sides declaring an immediate and permanent end to hostilities. President Trump confirmed the agreement was complete, while Vice President J.D. Vance described the moment as the potential start of a new era for the Middle East, crediting diplomacy with Gulf nations for helping bring the two sides together. Vance also reiterated that, in his words, Iran will not be permitted to obtain a nuclear weapon. On the Iranian side, Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi confirmed that an end to military operations was expected soon, according to state media. Reaction from world leaders has been largely supportive. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres called the agreement a critical step toward a peaceful resolution. French President Emmanuel Macron urged swift and full implementation, while also voicing support for restoring state authority in Lebanon. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan welcomed the framework but cautioned against provocations or escalation before the signatures are finalized. Notably, Israel says it is not a party to this agreement. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that while Israel and the United States remain in full agreement that Iran must never acquire nuclear weapons, the deal in its current form is viewed by his government as a significant disappointment. As the world watches ahead of Friday's signing in Geneva, questions remain about how durable this peace will be, particularly given the fragile history of past ceasefires in this conflict and continued friction involving Lebanon. For now, officials on multiple sides say the immediate priority is implementing the agreement and reopening one of the world's most vital shipping lanes.